All right, folks, it's your man, Cali Chris, San Diego's favorite son, and you are back for another edition of Food Trippin'. Today, I got a young legend in the building with us. I got one of the goats of the personal chef world in South Carolina and abroad. She is all over the place. She got fashion, she got food, she got personality, she got everything. She got this Cajun shrimp and chicken sausage pasta that I am still to this day waiting for another plate of it. We're gonna get there. Who do I have with me? I got Chef Pebbles. How art thou?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here and blessing us with your presence today. All right, so we're here to talk about the food first.
Yes.
So, what are we making today?
Well, today we have vegan lasagna rolls.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So what's involved in the vegan lasagna rolls?
All right, so we have a bunch of vegetables.
Okay.
We have some tofu to mimic the ricotta cheese. And we have mushrooms to mimic the meat. We have vegan cheese. We have lasagna pasta. We have some marinara sauce. All that goodness.
All the goodness. I'm gonna tell y'all now, folks. Now, y'all are watching the video of what's happening right now. I've already eaten this. I'm tell you right now. Listen. She does it.
Aw,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's that good. It's really that good. And y'all know I'm not a vegan, but I gotta get props. It's fire. I would eat that again. But yeah, so while we're here, let's talk about your story.
Okay.
Let's talk about life growing up.
Right.
What was it like for you? What was childhood like?
Well, childhood I was more so to myself.
Okay.
I have a brother, but I pretty much grew up by myself. And so what you want to know exactly?
Just anything. Like, what was life like? Did you always want to be in the food industry? Did you have other aspirations?
I remember when I was younger, I would help my grandmother in her kitchen cook. Both of my grandmothers, my mom, mother, and my father, mother, I would always be in the kitchen cooking with them. And I just remember just loving it and all that stuff. So when I went to high school, I decided to take up culinary arts. And then I just fell in love with it and continued on in college. And then, went on it as a career path.
All right. So I hear a little difference in your tone there. Where are you from exactly?
Originally, I'm from New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay,
BK
in
and I
the
also have
building?
some Caribbean in my family, a little bit here and there. So
That's where the personality comes from. Got it. Because typically some of you New Yorkers don't exactly have a lot of personality, but the Caribbean, I get it. I see where it comes together.
Yeah.
Listen, you got the west side, east side, we're together in this. But yes, okay, so that's what it was like. You continued on to a career path. Now, I found out about her through a mutual friend of ours a couple years ago. And she's like, yo, you have to try her food.
That's right.
And I'm like, now you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sugarcoat nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, I'm telling you. I had this crab cake stuffed pretzel. And listen, I don't even know where to start. Like, I sat there, I took a bite of it, I just sat there.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
It was just that good. I just sat there and wondered, how did she come up with this?
Right.
How did we get this flavor combination here?
Right.
And it was just amazing. But then I took a bite of the lobster fried deviled eggs.
Uh-huh.
People. That will change your life. I ate about 7 or 8 of those.
That's one of my favorite
sitting.
dishes.
It was that good. It was that good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how do you come up with your dishes in general?
Uh-huh.
Like, what makes you say, hey, I want to do this? Because that's not something that you typically just see everywhere.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I started off with a cheesecake business called NYO Cheesecakes. And then so I found myself only doing like sweets, and people were thinking I was a pastry chef. I'm like, no. I studied savory. I took maybe like one class in sweets. So I decided to challenge myself, which I called it a 365-day challenge. So every single day for a year, I was going to come up with a dish.
Okay.
So the way I broke it down was every week I chose something. So whether it be lemons to highlight, lime, lobster, which is what you're referring to in the crab. So that was lobster week and crab week.
It was great.
So I also wanted to do something different that I haven't seen. So I Googled, I went on Pinterest just to see what was out there and see how I could do my own little twist to it. So I was like, meatballs are cool. So I did lobster meatballs. Deviled eggs are cool. How can I switch it up? So I decided to fry them and add lobster on top, stuff like that. And then I saw pretzels one day, and I was like, it's crab week. Can we stuff a pretzel?
And she did. Oh, my God, she did.
So and all the things that worked as far as not being too tedious and stuff like that, I decided to add it to my actual menu. Yeah, that's how that was created.
Okay, that's some good stuff there. Now, don't sleep on the fact that she says she's a savory chef. Now, she still get down with the sweets. Don't get it twisted. Cupcakes, fire. Anything you can think of, she can do it. And those cheesecakes, it's elite. It's elite. And y'all know how hard I am on cheesecakes. Y'all know that. Trust me.
Aw,
she got
thank
it.
You
she
so
got
much.
it there. All right, so from the food side of things, before we transition, what aspirations do you have going forward in food?
Well, right now I'm a personal chef, so I do want to stick with that and build with that. Probably move on to private chef here and there, travel and all that stuff. I enjoy being a personal chef. That way I'm able to expand, meet more people and all that goodness. Eventually maybe a restaurant or something, cafe or something like that, but that's in the far future.
Yeah, she get a restaurant, it's over for y'all. I'm telling you, y'all in trouble if she get a restaurant.
In the far future, because I like to be mobile and all over the place, so that demands a lot of time, and and I'm just...
If they want to book you, how can they book you?
You can contact me on my through my website, which is called itschefpebbles.com.
It's fire.
Yeah, and just send a request, and I will reach back out to you.
Listen, she don't play no games when it comes to the food. The service is amazing. She's early. Everything is clean. Everything is proper. And listen, the flavor is there. It is there. You cannot play with the flavor. It's there.
I appreciate it.
It's there. But beyond food, you're big into fashion.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Like, let's just get into that. How did that come about? Your love for fashion, your expressions, all of that.
Okay, so I believe ever since I was younger, I always did a little something different.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what age it started, but I know when I first noticed it, it was probably like my 19th, 20th birthday. We was in Myrtle Beach, and I just did something very simple. I used a different color purse. And it just it didn't throw the outfit off. It just added a little something extra to the outfit. And I looked at myself, like when we was taking pictures, I looked back at the pictures. I was like, I like that. I want to start doing that more.
Let me explore this a little bit more.
Right. And it wasn't even on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started doing a little bit here and there. And, switching things out and just playing around with my outfits. And there was a time in life where sleep just wasn't a part of me. So I spent my nights entertaining myself by putting outfits together.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just fell in love with that. So just being creative in that way. And then whenever I would post pictures, like say nowadays, whenever I post pictures, people always ask, oh, where did you get that? I like that and all that stuff. And then I also found thrifting.
Yep.
So... Thrifting.
Ain't no where'd you get this. One of one. One of one.
Baby. Thrifting.
You be killing it. I will give you be killing it.
My love for thrifting, it might be a little addiction. I don't know.
I mean,
my love for thrifting is just like, worse. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay.
But you be killing it though. But, so what do you call this?
Yeah, so I call it Rebelton. Okay. Rebelton represents, it stands for Sophisticated Rebel. I was going to go with Sophisticated Rebel, but it was used too much for me. So I decided to, the main word is rebel and all that stuff. So I decided to play around with the word rebel. Okay. And then I just added some stuff, taking some stuff away, and then I just came up with Rebelton. Okay. And then so I was just going to go by Rebelton. But then I was like, well, I do go by Chef Pebbles. So let's add Pebbles to it. So I use Pebbles as my first name and Rebelton, like, I guess you could say last name. So Pebbles Rebelton to represent my personal style.
And it works. Like I said, she got it everywhere. Like, you really don't see, you don't see this style at all. But it's a good thing. Like, she really puts time and effort and energy into it. It's not just thrown together. It's really put together. It's like, yo, that's dope. I don't know how you came up with that, but it makes sense and it works.
Thank you.
Now, how do people follow that journey, though?
Right. So the journey is new. Okay. However, we are still building and figuring out, the ins and outs of it. But I do have a YouTube channel called Pebbles Rebelton.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes.
Like, share.
I also have Chef Pebbles YouTube as well. So I'm doing both, kind of like at the same time. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and Facebook for Pebbles Rebelton.
Everywhere. There's no excuse for you. Mm-hmm. Follow, like, subscribe, share. She's there.
Yes, yes.
Come on, you see all the personality here. You see all of it. Well, speaking of personality, I have an announcement. Well, more so, we have an announcement. A little mini drum roll here. the new co-host of Food Trippin. It's none other than Chef Pebbles.
Yeah.
We here.
Yes.
We're gonna keep going to all your favorite restaurants, all the ones you didn't know you needed. We're still gonna visit them. We're still gonna eat. We're gonna let you know what's good.
Yes.
And sometimes what's not so good.
Yeah,
it just is what it is. It's 2022. We're gonna let y'all know off top. Hey, this is good. This is not. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you for blessing us with the opportunity to interview, go through this. Thank you for joining the team. Welcome to the family.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you want to tell the people?
Stay tuned.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Again, it's your man Callie Chris, Chef Pebbles, both of your hosts for Food Trippin going forward. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next episode.